guys, it's me Zippy, and today is December 18th, 2020, the year of so many firsts. And today, I'm going to be showing something really cute, first of all, to begin with. I have these really cute things. They're these little gingerbread men. One second, trying to take them out. They smell, I love gingerbread because it just always smells just so good. Like, it's consistently, I don't know. I just love the smell of gingerbread. Just like I love the smell of cinnamon, nutmeg. What else? I don't know. A bunch of things. So here they are. I didn't make them. I got them from Brooklyn Bakery. Here they are. See, like I'm showing the video. Oh, that's so cute. Aren't they awesome?
I want them. I want them.
Look. They're like twins. They're like twins. Which one are you gonna get?
Which one's a boy?
I don't know if they have a gender.
I like brown.
They're both brown. Okay, so anyway, we have this little. I'm gonna call her a girl. I don't know. You don't seem to know what really. But I love her hair. On fleek. Take a picture of this. So I got this new kind of phone. This is the Samsung. Oh, I don't know. The Samsung. Whatever, but it's really cute. Look at this screen. I don't know if you can see it, but it always changes. The screen always changes, so you see it's always a different kind of screen they have. This is Christmas
What's
themed.
the mouse?
Just wait 1 second. So I just love how this phone is. The designs are just cute. It's hard to see. I don't know, maybe because of this. No, that makes it worse. Anyway, so I have this little cute thing. Although the photo feature is amazing. It's really good. Oh, look at that. It's so cool. It's like a weird selfie. Oh well.
Are you making a video?
Yes. So that's really cool. And so basically, what happened, what I'm here for telling you is that just kind of wrap up the year. I've been doing a bunch of these, it's a huge changing topic from gingerbread, but I've been doing a bunch of these COVID updates. We're number 4, I guess, now. So this is my 4th COVID update video, kind of like a slash, kind of like a end of the year up video, kind of year in review. Actually, the YouTube year in review, which has gotten really bad ratings. Actually, that one hasn't come out yet. Not sure why, but I guess it's so unpopular. It used to be better than 2016. People say 2016 it turned bad, and I agree. It did. It became really bad after that. The last 2 years have been pretty much embarrassing. So I just like watching them. That's cute. I like end of the year things. So that's why I'm making this video. And so COVID is still rising. December 18th, 2020, and COVID is still as bad as it was 3/4 of a year ago, 9 months ago. Even by now, actually, COVID kind of started around a year ago in Wuhan, China, and that's when people say it really started, December 2019. And it's been a year. I mean, that's just remarkable to me. A year of suffering with this kind of thing, and who knew it would become this tremendous, this awful. Like, I certainly didn't imagine that happening at all, obviously, but it's one of those, like, what if kind of moments, like, what if, or alternative history. By the way, I love that subreddit on Reddit called Alternative History. I'm just a lover for that kind of stuff. But what would happen if the virus was contained? If it was contained in China, if it was contained in the US, if it was contained in Europe. I mean, we can go ahead and blame everyone and say, China didn't do this, Europe didn't do this, America didn't do this. Nowadays, we can't go back and change it. That's the worst part. So many lives have been saved, but that's the kind of alternative history you wish would happen. But, it's just an afterthought at this point. So, for me, the year has been crazy. School is still virtual for everyone. At least everyone I know of is still virtual. New York City schools, actually, I think we mentioned this in the last video, they closed. Actually, I didn't mention this because it didn't happen before, but they closed. Maybe like this month, I guess it happened, and so maybe this month or last month it happened. They closed them all, so we're public schools, so we're all online now, and that's pretty much how it's been. And I don't know when that'll end, but we hit the benchmark of 3%. I don't think cases increase, something like that. I don't take my words for actually what it is, but we set some sort of benchmark that we weren't supposed to pass, because we passed that percentage, we have to go back online. That's what happened. I was online to begin with, so it wasn't a huge deal. And anyway, basically everyone has been doing hybrid. If you're not online, you're doing hybrid. So, from at least from my school, and so it's just kind of been that scenario that's been difficult. So we'll see what spring brings. What I know though is that spring still, I see it being virtual. I still see it being virtual. Even for college campuses, I doubt if they'll really go in person. There's no way in spring that we'll be going like, oh, we're back. Everyone's in person. You know what I mean? Like how we did last year. Like we're all in person. No hybrid. I'm feeling really confident that they'll still have online learning for some people. If not everyone, some people have the option of online learning in the spring. Which people are saying in the fall, oh, we won't have to do that. We won't have online learning in the fall. It'll be hybrid. All of us will be hybrid, or if not better, if not in person. And that's just becoming a huge non-reality with the cases exploding. New York indoor dining is closed, so basically you have to get your food. To go. I mean, you can't eat inside, obviously, and also you can't eat outside because it's cold. There's a snowstorm yesterday and the day before. 20 degrees. That's crazy, New York. And the snow just was over a foot, and so it's still out there too. So it's just been that kind of craziness, you know what I mean? And then what else? Movies. That's what my mind came to. Honestly, I hope I'm not the only one wondering this, but what's happening to the Oscars? Because I don't know how you can have a whole award ceremony about movies when only like 5 really good movies came out. Um, like basically it's like Netflix ones. Again, Netflix. You know what I mean? Because it's made for them. They don't release in the theaters unless it's like, a really huge hit like The Two Popes and Marriage Story, Roma. You know, that was in theaters for a short amount of time because it was Academy Award nominee at that time. Eventually some winners, but you know, what I mean, you can't do that now. So Netflix is perfectly suited for this. So is other people that make other streaming services, but really it's Netflix who's really got that game down. They make their own shows, their own movies. They're really amazing movies, by the way. They've been doing this since 2013. House of Cards came out 2013. Top Notch, Orange is the New Black, I think the same year too. If I don't get me if I'm wrong, please let me know. Since then they have really stellar quality, high quality stuff. I know I've been watching Netflix since 2011. We made an account in 2011. That's 9 years ago. And just amazing stuff. And so that's why I'm confused about the awards, because I love Netflix, but it's gonna be like Netflix just wins all the awards because they are best suited for online. And the problem with things is that there's some movies you can't watch either, like streaming services like Disney Plus, HBO Max. You can't watch those movies that were just released. Um, like Mandalorian, Wonder Woman 48. That's Warner Bros. So it's on HBO Max. You can't watch those movies. Even Mulan. I wanted to watch Mulan. I couldn't watch it. So it's like, do I subscribe to all of them? You know what I mean? Like, are we just that rich? You know what I mean? So it's really hard. And honestly, I kind of hope that this doesn't happen. Like, people thinking, oh, streaming services will be the new thing. Like, we're not gonna have movies. Theater is gonna be needed, really.
Hey, Zippy, how do I make my own?
So I hope movie theaters don't, people always say movie theaters will die, people never come back. With TVs, it's like movie theaters are gonna die. Netflix, movie theaters gonna die. And now with streaming services, movie theaters gonna die, you know what I mean? With COVID and everything. So it's like every time people have discounted the movies, we've always come back and we've done even better. So for me, I hope they don't crash. I don't think they will, but I just don't like having every kind of movie be released on streaming services. It takes away from that excitement, the momentum of like, oh, movie's coming out, I can't wait to see it. Like with Avengers, we were so excited to see it because we were going straight to that theater, bro. We were going to that theater. We weren't gonna wait for like, oh, it's on Netflix. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime. Yay. We had to go with our friends, our family. We go there twice even. You don't have that feeling, you know what I mean? I love movie theaters so much because you have that feeling being with people, watching the movie together, enjoying, and just being in the moment with this huge screen, these awesome sound effects, especially if you're in RDX. And IMAX, of course, IMAX is the best, by the way, but I don't see no IMAX here in New York City. And so it's just one of those things that it's like, it's an experience. It's not even just watching the movie, it's an experience of watching the movie with people you love, people you don't even know. But with COVID, it's like, and I don't want that to be forever. You know what I mean? Post-pandemic, I want this to be a reality. If I have to wear masks, obviously I will. I will be 2 seats away from people if that's what it is. You know what I mean? I'll follow all the precautions. I just want to experience that again. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be today or tomorrow, but maybe like in a few months. It'd be nice. Down the road. I don't want to have a life where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have every movie be released on HBO Max, Amazon Prime, Hulu, Netflix. Like, there's no excitement. There's nothing leading up to that. It's just a release. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, well, I don't have Netflix, so I can't watch the new movie that came out on Amazon Prime, or I don't have Hulu, so I can't watch the new movie that came on. I have Hulu, but I can't watch the new movie that came on Netflix. It's like, how do I enjoy these movies? Before, it didn't matter how much money you had. You could go to a theater and watch a movie. It doesn't matter what studio it is. It doesn't matter anything like that. But now it's just a lost art, a lost thing of the past. It seems. The last movie I watched was Harley Quinn: Birds of Prey. Really good movie. It came out in February, so I went to a theater in Brooklyn. It's in Brooklyn Heights. It's an amazing theater. Please go there. I love it. It's really tall. You have to like go up like 4 levels of escalators. I mean, it's like a huge place that just kind of like, you can't really go wide, so you have to go tall. And I just liked it a lot. I was on the top floor, so that's the last movie I watched. Last movie I watched was literally 10 months ago. So yeah. And my brother and my mom, they watched a movie though after me in March. The last movie they watched was in March. Sonic. Actually, no, not Sonic. They watched Sonic in February. Then they watched, I didn't watch Sonic, but I wanted to, but I was playing tennis. They watched, the last movie they watched actually was the Disney movie, what's it called? The one with the blue guys? Onward. They watched that movie right before that movie came out on March 13th. So literally they watched it right before COVID said, oh, movies? No. So that's what happened, honestly, just before that. So they escaped a bullet, I guess, with watching that movie. Onward basically was the last movie before COVID. It just literally came out before COVID, and like, oh my gosh. But anyway, movie theaters, please come back. We love you. I love you. I need you. I don't need you, but like, you know, I love you. Anyway, what else? Sports. The ATP released a new schedule. If you don't know what the ATP is, it's the Association of Tennis Players or Tennis Professionals. And they came out with their new schedule for 2021 season. I can't wait to see it. I saw the headline for it, and I know it'll be different than obviously like a year ago, you know what I mean? But I mean, it's just one of those things that's like, you know, tennis luckily isn't that crazy, like in terms of having to adjust things, you know what I mean? We've gone relatively well since the US Open, and since, you know what I mean? Like since that happened, since the warm-ups for US Open, it's been pretty good. So it's not like basketball, maybe not too much, but it's not football where it's like COVID cases here, there, everywhere. It's just ridiculous. So we're doing better here in tennis. So Australian Open is starting soon, but there's trouble with testing and, you know, the Victoria Territory and what they want people to do. They want you to quarantine for 14 days, 2 weeks, for the players to do that. So logistics is being mapped out here, you know what I mean? Because you need to do Australian warm-ups. You can't do warm-ups. Even you can't play Australian without warm-ups. And that's the issue, but I hope it gets resolved soon. by the time Australia rolls around, that'll be another past. So we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a different year for sure next year. So that's for sure. No one's gonna complain. No one's gonna talk up anything like complain about that. Like it's just gonna happen different. I graduate in the spring, and I literally know it'll be the same thing as last year. Seniors had to go graduate. They had a graduation, right? Some schools didn't even have graduation, but they had a graduation where it was like 6 feet apart, masks on, A B C D E F G. So we're gonna have that too. It's sad because it's like a year later. I'm positive that it will be the same exact thing. You know what I mean? And they'll be used to it. But like, looks like that's how it is. That's how life is. That's how life is in a pandemic world. But that's how it is. Also, we have a new president coming in on January 21st. Yeah, 21st. It's President-elect Joe Biden will be becoming the nation's 46th president. So he defeated Donald Trump in the election, which was decided a bit late. It was decided a bit late, but now we have a new president. And really interesting this year. A bunch of new things happening. And so he's going to be sworn in next month. A month and 3 days from now. Yeah. Wow. So this year's been crazy. I mean, but we've gotten through it. All of us who are alive and healthy, bruh, that's enough. And so the new president-elect Joe Biden that's great English. He's gonna have a COVID task force. Gonna get Dr. Anthony Fauci on board. Obviously, he's ready to face the pandemic. Vaccines, sorry guys, vaccines are rolling out. Vice President Mike Pence got the vaccine today. Joe Biden will get the vaccine soon. He's making a transition team now. These cabinet picks are all coming out. We know some people were swaying some other people to find out who they are. Most recently, Pete Buttigieg was selected his Secretary of Agriculture. Yes, I'm so smart. I had a brain fart there. And so that's what happened. And yeah, vaccines are gone out. Actually, last week I believe they went out. Not last week. I'm so stupid. No, this Monday. This Monday they went out. It's like time is just so crazy. It's so I don't know about time. I get so confused. So Monday they went out for the doctors and nurses, the healthcare workers. They got their first doses. You know, and they got it in Queens. They got it I think other places too, like California. So they got them for the hotspots, the hotspot areas. Queens is so badly affected. Actually, there's a Netflix show called Lenox Hill. That's I think in Manhattan, but still a lot of cases there. And also Elmhurst Hospital. Elmhurst. Bad. They had some bad cases there. It was high. It was like probably the worst affected hospital there. It was off the roof. Queens is also very dense. If you've ever been to Queens, you know how it's basically all residential. It's a residential borough, in my opinion. It's all houses and homes, not the apartments you get here, and in Manhattan. But it's all homes. People will go there and to sleep and stay and eat. You know what I mean? And it just blew up. Basically, it was like a petri dish. It just blew up. And the hospital just got everyone in the town, everyone in New York City just came there. It was awful. Luckily for me and my family, I haven't gone to the hospital at all. You know what I mean? This year. That's amazing. That's God's grace, you know what I mean? Like, that's just God doing his good thing. Because we could have been in the hospital, and there's no way we would have been seen anyway time soon, because it'd be COVID patients, obviously, first, which is a good thing. But it's hard. Even if you have other conditions, it's difficult to be seen. It still is. But vaccines have been rolling out. You see, by early spring, are gonna have it for everyone. So it's gonna be like first public health people. So we have our doctors and nurses that got it already, not already, but it's going on to them first. And after that, like not after that. So then it's gonna be like the medical people. Then we're gonna have the seniors, like senior citizens, like in nursing homes especially. That's really a hotbed. Kind of where it blew off and took off, like boom. You know what I mean? Explosion of cases there, because they're very susceptible to these viruses, obviously. Nursing homes, then we're going to go down to the teachers. Teachers are going to be, because, also to have the schools reopen, we have to have teachers be vaccinated. Like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, teachers have to be vaccinated ASAP. If we ever want to even think about having schools be perfectly normal in the fall, which I don't know. Next fall, I don't know how it'll be. I can see it being better if things go the way they are, I mean, which is not great, but if things go better than they are, honestly, we need to like kind of do a lot better. In the fall, it's an open book though. Honestly, if everything is always an open book, but so far from now, haha, fall 2021. Maybe we'll have it all be in person, but at this point, with how things are going, it's looking dire and looking bad. Anyway, after that, I don't know who's after teachers, but I think eventually, early spring, we're gonna have everyone else, all of the rest of us, who don't fall into those categories, we're gonna be the ones who are gonna get the vaccine. Um, there's Pfizer, Moderna, and AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca. I can barely say that. Vaccines are going out, and yeah, we'll see what happens, guys. It's gonna improve. It's sad that this far in the year I have to be kind of like not confident in saying that, but it's gonna improve. I hope. I hope. Cases are still rising. You know what I mean? I doubt this will be my last video about the what's it called, virus, COVID-19. But it's sad. It's sad. You know what I mean? It's come to define this year. It's come to define everything. And so we'll see what happens. But in the meantime, I wish you guys the best of luck. Have a great new year. 2020 was crazy, obviously. It was as crazy as can be. Probably a year that will go down in history. A year that will go down in the record books, for sure. For generations, will be talking about, oh, do you remember the year 2020? Let me tell you a story, you know what I mean? So it's been like, I survived 2020. We all did, didn't we? Merry Christmas, my loves. Bye. What a year.